Welcome back to the most complete tutorial about dating your Seiko. And I don't mean taking your watch out for dinner and a movie. Why do we date them? How do we date them? And what are the exceptions to the rule? Well, birth watches are becoming very important. The birth year of the watch is frequently being matched to the birth year of the wearer, which when we buy for ourselves or other people, that's quite important to verify. Next, we need to make sure we're not buying a Franken watch. For example, if someone is selling us a beautiful Seiko Lordmatic and they tell us it's from 1972, but this Lordmatic here shows on the case back from 73, there's a problem. The serial number does not have dashes. That's the model number. The serial number is usually not curved. That's, again, the model number. The serial number is not on the dial. The number on the dial is almost always different from the caseback number. That's another video. Pre-late 1960s, the serial numbers can be found on the inner caseback. Let's look at this beautiful 1962 King Seiko. No information on the outer caseback. Here's another Lord Marvel from the era late 1960s. We can see December as the first D and 2 as 1962. This is a December 1962 piece. However, it wasn't standardized pre-late 1960s. This was the 1962 piece from October. That's why we see the O. Now, after the late 1960s, they made it easier, and the Seiko serial numbers were always in straight digits on the back of the outer case back. We can see the straight digits here. Again, we can see the straight digits here. Notice they're usually in the bottom, the 6 o'clock position of the case back. Here we've got the first number, which is a 3, so that's going to be a 1973 or 63 or 83. The month, we've got May. That's going to be the 5 for May. The last 4 digits represent production. There were less than 10,000 of these pieces made during the month of May. Let's do a quick example. Looking at this beautiful hand-winding chariot, we know it was made in 64, 74, or 84. We know it was made in November. A D would be December. So you're asking, hey, how do we know exactly the year? Well, guesswork is needed. For example, this blue watch. We know this was made through the 70s. This machine was made through the 70s, and that blue dial, that style was popular through the 70s. So when we see that 3, we know it's not 63. We know it's not 83. Another example. These quartz watches did not exist in the 60s. They weren't really used in the 90s. So when we see this 9, we have to say it can't be 69, probably not 89. And if you're saying 79, you're exactly correct. Guys, I hope this video has helped you date your Seiko watches and understand the numbers a little bit more clearly. Thanks for joining.